Oh shit. Yo, good to see you guys. Welcome in. Hello. Good to have you guys. Hello, 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 hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome in, Legion. Hello. We are back once again after a nice little weekend. Oh boy, everybody, it's good to see you guys. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Hello. Let me open the chat real quickly so I can see everybody instead of looking around in the corner and not seeing nobody. It's good to see you. Hello, Kaminari. Good to see you as well. Ender, thank you so much for the resub for 7 months in a row. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Good to see you as well. Thank you for doing your dailies. Appreciate you, Pion. Good to see you as well. Welcome in. Uncle AWOL. Good to see you as well. Hello. Thank you for the hydrating in the stretch as well. Top of the morning. I guess not really. It's already 5 p.m. Top of the evening. I guess so. Let me just boost myself really quickly with a little bit of gamer subs. And thank you guys for using the code as well. I appreciate you. It's good to see you guys. Welcome back. Hello. It's been a hot second, and by that I mean a few days since last you've seen me or last I've seen you. It's been a busy time, guys. I was going to stream yesterday. I did say I was going to stream like later in the day, and then I promptly died because yesterday was daylight savings time. And also, YouTube works. That's fantastic. Good to see you on the YouTube side as well. Welcome in, the YouTube side. We're doing a duo pod today, obviously. Trying to stream more on the YouTube side as well, you know, just to keep it up there because I feel like I might do away with that VOD channel. Because I'll be honest, I don't really, I don't know, I never remembered to like update that shit. And like update the VODs onto the YouTube side, so I might as well just like stream on both sides, and it'll just be like you'll have it on all on the same channel. It'll make it easier. But yeah, guys, welcome in. Good to see ya. YouTube works. I'm not sure if that's like the best play or whatever it is, but Bob's your uncle, right? I figure that's probably better than just like subscribing to. I don't fucking know at this point. Who knows? I'm not sure like what the best plays, but we'll rock this for a bit and see how we feel. Guys, what is the play when you wake up and the world is dead? Dude, I was on such a good streak too with streaming like every day, and then I had to call off yesterday because of daylight savings time. Bob? Who's Bob? Dude, I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed. Because it was going so well. And then all the world came crumbling down. I was working at the mill today. Work at the mill sucked ass. And it has been sucking ass ever since no, I mean, sometimes you need a rest day. I mean, that's true. But, like, I wouldn't have needed a rest day if not for daylight savings. Because I've been waking up a little bit later... I don't know, like, just been like, the fatigue has been setting in. Turns out 1 extra hour means a lot when you only sleep like 2 hours. And so like 2 hours becomes 1 hour and suddenly like you're done. I don't know like why we're still doing this, by the way. Why are we still doing daylight savings time, guys? Can somebody like clue me in as to why we're still doing this? Because it doesn't make no sense. But I like to do the exact opposite of what makes sense, so I actually woke up super late both days. Very, very lucky for you. Unfortunately for me, I function on a very, how do I say? Hold on. Let me just like lean back in my chair a little bit here. I function on like a very like tight schedule. And so like if something is like a little bit off, like suddenly we're cooked, chat. You know what I mean? Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Jump scare. I moved the window a second and then everything broke. Fantastic. Jump scare. I don't know why it's been doing that recently. Whenever I move the window, whenever I move the tracking window, it like spazzes out my model. Or like spazzes out the tracking. I'm not sure why. Evil lazy jump scare came out. The demon has been unleashed into the world. Maybe I just need to, get a update on the tattoos or something. The binding tattoos, the demons coming out recently. Oh boy, yeah, I don't know. But I function on a very strict schedule because I have so much shit to do all the day, all the time. And so like when stuff goes bad, stuff goes like really, really bad. When there's like a slight alteration in the amount of like sleep hours I get, it's pretty over. It's pretty over. People keep saying we should stop and we just don't. I'm wondering why, man. Like, is there a reason we're saying no? Is it just like, do we just need to wait for the boomers to die? I'm like, I don't mind playing by the rules for a few more years. For me, it's like nothing, drop in the bucket. But for everybody else, you know, it kind of sucks, right? Because humans only live like a certain number of years. For me, I don't really care. Like, I could sleep and then wake up tomorrow, or like hibernate for a year, and then, you know, we'll be back. But for humans only live like 80 years or something like that. There's been a bill in Congress to end it multiple times, never goes anywhere. That's fantastic. We love Congress. Maybe it's like, you know, maybe there's something that happens. Maybe there's like some alien activity that happens, you know? Like every single solstice or whatever, like every time it's like daylight savings, it's like something important happens to some crazy, more powerful beings above Earthlings. You know what I mean? And they're keeping us down. The big lizard army or something. Who knows? I mean, not that I really care. I mean, I do care about the daylight savings time, because if they could fix that, like maybe we could come to a compromise, you know? Because I'll be honest, it's a very like annoying week to have. Like 2 weeks in a year where like shit goes bad. Like it's kind of annoying. Hey, good to see you, Isabel. Welcome in. Hello. Welcome. Personally, I think there's just one guy that keeps voting it down in committee. If it's one guy, I don't think one guy gets anywhere. Like I don't think that one guy's vote like matters that much. Does it? Am I wrong? It do be how it be, huh? But yeah, I mean, oh boy, dude, holy moly, it's not. It's been rough, guys. In committee, one vote can go pretty far. Okay, let's assassinate that guy. How about that? How about we just kill him? Sorry, I'm not, in Roblox. Kill him in Roblox. You know, in that one JJK fighting arena game. What if we just solved like American bills via like Roblox tournament? I think that would go pretty far. Committee only has a handful of people on it. Made sense. Manicraft. That's me. That's me, actually. I'm Manicraft. But yeah, guys, it's a pretty chill day today. I'm not sure how long we'll stream today. Like, every time I say short stream, sometimes like I end up like getting halfway through the stream and then we just like go for like 8 hours. So it might happen today as well. We'll see how it goes, right? It's a chill time. Something about the last SOW episode. It'd be how it'd be, man. Last SOW episode is be how it be. It's obviously not the cleanest. It's one of those things where it's like it's growing pains and learning. I'm sure, like, you know, someone who's got more handle on like live shows, like Hayden or like Grizz, probably could have done my reveal like a little bit more. I don't know, with a little bit more tact. My first live show, guys. Okay, like it's my first live show, so there's a little bit of a learning curve for like. For televised series, because it's different than if it was a home game, then people would have literally barely any idea. Like we wouldn't have done like half as many like clues. We wouldn't have done like half as many clues or drops or like anything like that. I played like way closer to the chest. But if you guys missed the recent reveal in the episode from my character, hey Candy Crush. How about you stop that, huh? Your campaign is over now. Your campaign is over now, so I must promptly destroy this robot. Goodbye, Candy Crush robot. You're gone now. This is the last message you're gonna send in my chat. I love Fi and how every character, they're even more chaotic now. Yeah, I mean, they've been holding back. Fi's been holding back, obviously. I mean, that's not true. I should say, you know. since Zach is the only front that he had before, it was kind of like you have less. I don't know, how do I say, like less motility, something ability. But now that it's no longer, you know, a required secret to behold. Yeah, with the party, obviously. With the party. I mean, there's obviously a lot more as well. This is like the first, layer. This is like the first layer of stuff. There's definitely still like many more. But I'm excited to do that shit as well. Like, Fridays are really cool. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna play playing this week because you can blame big convention. You can blame big convention, and not my fault, obviously, because I'm always ready on Fridays. I've like literally, it sucks because I've booked out every Friday, you know, for this campaign. I've literally called off every single Friday ever, so that I could be always free. And big convention management always be like, hey, actually, could you call out on Friday, like to whoever is it. That's what sucks, man. That's what sucks being a voice actor. You're just too popular. You just got too much stuff going on. I don't know. I can see why, like, they always do cons on, or they always do like a Critical Role on like Thursday now. I can understand finally. Because on Thursday, like, it's like right before, like, it's always before all the big events. But Friday is like a shitty ass day. But unfortunately, Thursday doesn't work for us. Thursday is, you know, multiple people are call off on Thursdays. So we can't do Thursdays. Although Friday sucks ass. But anyway, I digress. It'll be different. It'll be a little bit different. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy the new party dynamic and stuff. And I think it'll be fun. Especially sucks. I agree. I agree completely. I mean, it is a big commitment to do like 3 weeks a month. Hey, good to see you, Mel, as well. Welcome in. Good to have you. Thank you for doing your dailies. Hello. Yeah. I'm glad you guys enjoying though. I'm glad you guys enjoying the series and stuff. Glad it was serviceable. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like a learning curve, learning experience. So it's one of those things as well. It's like, now that I've done it once, now that I've done that one thing, like, I hope the next ones will be better. I actually have like so much more like planned out as well. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. A couple of months ago, yeah. I mean, I feel like I played the hand a little too openly. Like, when I started seeing, like, I did like kind of skim some of the stuff from the fan server every once in a while. I try not to look too deeply in it, but obviously, like, some things when they're like front and center, like, you can't look away, right? If I like, or I can't like stop reading. If it's the headliner, then I'm like already spoiled myself. But I looked into those servers like, every once in a while. That's why I stopped looking at the server until recently. But I did see some stuff about it. I'm like, damn, I played a little too like fast and loose with it. If it was so very obvious. Granted, you know, it is like a live show as well. It is a live show, and so you can't be playing so close to the chest. Because then it's like, you know, like the viewer will be like, who gives a fuck about this character? You know what I mean? I think that's just kind of like the, I don't want to say like downside of playing in the live show, because it's not really a downside per se, but it's like a difference between like a live show and a private game. Is that there's some things that you can't stop yourself from doing. Because if you don't do enough, then it's like not as involved for the viewer as well. It's not really a risk either, but you do have to like, there's more you have to give up, you know? You have to be like less secretive about things. That's like a strategy involved. So I do want people to be interested, you know, in the character and stuff. But I also don't want to give like everything away. I think that's like, there's some intrigue. And I think majority of the intrigue as well is when it's like layered, you know? It's like when it makes, like when a lot of different things are happening at the same time to confuse the people. Like, not because it's like, oh, maybe this is the reason, or XYZ is the reason, but in reality it's like you were right the first time, but like what is leading you astray is like the extra factors, because you can't tell if they're red herrings or not. I think that's the fun of like a mysterious character, because I don't like playing like lone wolf character per se. You don't have to give anything, or do you have any other? I can't really say like too much in that as well, because sometimes as well, like I do have like quite a bit written, like pages upon pages written about this character. So if you're worried about like extra lore and stuff, or like, you know, how much more there is to this character, there's much more to this character than just you know, what you've seen so far. I would say we're about like 20% or something like that, you know, like a pretty shallow in. I think this reveal was like my first intended one, so it's like it was meant to happen pretty early on. But like, obviously, if it was a home game, that was like a long campaign, because we've been progressing pretty slowly, and I think, you know, when it comes to live games, right, you kind of have when it comes to live games for D&D, you have like a predisposition to go like late levels, like maybe not super late, but like I think obviously like what's really cool to see in a character is like to see a character rise from like a low level and grow into like a level 20, you know what I mean? Because usually, like, home games don't always go like that. If you play a home campaign and you play something like Curse of Strahd, which is like levels 1 or like 3 to 11, 3 to 12, depending on like, you know, how you guys want to play it, right? Or like you run like the Giants one, or you run like any campaign like that, right? There's like a level setting. It's like, oh, the characters will be between levels, like they'll start level like 3 and they'll end level 12, or they'll start level like 1 and they'll like end level 5 or whatever. And so there's kind of like a set boundary for like those kind of like predetermined campaigns. But for a live show with like a existing vast world setting, I think you're predisposed to like a very, very large, like a long-term campaign with a lot of level ups, you know? And so there's a lot to plan for, obviously. And this one was the first one. But I like, if it was a home game, obviously I think it'd be one of the bigger reveals, and so it'd take a longer, maybe like another like half a year even. So like, yeah, I would have played it like much more slowly, and then so it could have been a crazy reveal like later on. I actually have like multiple maybe this is like pulling back the curtain or something like that, but I've like multiple contingency plans. This was one of the possibilities of how the reveal would go. I've written out like not like word per word, because I don't read scripts very well. I've written out like possible conditions. Like I'm like thought about all the possibilities or possible scenarios where like a reveal could have been like happening for like an audience. You know what I mean? So like one of the possible audience reveals is obviously Argentum. You know what I mean? Like fucking bitch ass Argentum. Like big mouth, big question. Like obviously that's one of the characters you have to plan around for. It's very obvious, right? That's like one of the possible reveal, you know, points, is being inquired, because obviously someone like Zeph probably wouldn't care as much. I get to see you again, welcome in. Zeph wouldn't care as much. The wall may be like, I had a contingency for like a wall one too, if he asks. His wall is very straightforward as well. Like he probably wouldn't stop from like asking if he was curious, if like something like ticked him off. Sunder, I mean, I had one for that as well, but it's not like as crazy. I had one where I had a contingency for where like I would have to reveal if necessary for a transformation to happen. You know, like there might have been a situation where like it was necessary to use the changeling ability, And so, like, I had a contingency for that as well. I had a contingency of where, like, perhaps before the reveal, like, there was, like, some kind of, like, very whatever TPK. So there's like a lot of planning that goes into my stuff. And generally, I think about, like, D&D and stuff, like, basically, like, at least, like, twice a week. And so, like, it's kind of nice as well to have, like, so many days off, because to have so many days off is nice, because then, like, more planning can happen. And, like, if I want to write scripts, I can write scripts. If I don't want to write scripts, like, I don't have to, you know what I mean? It's like a lot more of that stuff. I mean, just, like, the kind of player I am. Like, some people, like, will go into a session without a plan, and that's completely fine. But I like to, just, like, my personal play style, because I like to prepare stuff, and, like, hey, I'll hit up Alpha and be like, hey, can I do this? Or, like, I'll hit up Nate and be like, sometimes I'll hit up Alpha and then tell him, like, half of it, and then I'll hit up Nate and tell him the other half of it. like that one monologue that I did with the darkness stuff, the first one, I was like, hey, can I do this? I didn't tell Alpha what it was specifically, like, he trusts me to not, like, go crazy and, like, go insane. But then I'm like, hey, Nate, this is, I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna happen, but could you, like, when I tell you, can you play this music? You know what I mean? And so, like, play this exact specific track. Hey, good to see you, Martini. Welcome in. Hello. Thank you for doing your dailies. I appreciate you. Welcome in. But yeah, it's one of those things, right? Where it's a lot of, like, planning for me specifically. But I mean, obviously you don't have to. I have a good memory as well. Like, I don't take notes this campaign. If I was a smarter character, if I was a character with keen mind, a lot of people who take keen mind will you know, do the thing where it's like, DM, my character would remember. Like, if I took keen mind, I would not put it on the DM to remember stuff. If I took keen mind, I would do all the note taking, and then, like, only ask the DM in, like, rare situations where I forget. But when he had red eyes, but the art has white. Yes, the actual character has white eyes. But changelings can change their stuff to be whatever they want. Just like red shifting. Obviously, you've seen it before. Yeah. It's more of, like, flavoring as well. Yeah, so there's dramatic. I mean, I feel like you've, you know, obviously, I don't know how much, like, I want to say about it, but I did explain I did explain kind of in the VOD as well, like, in a one-off sentence. I was like, hey, by the way, you know, like, it's very obvious that, like, Zach whatever is, like, very different from his. Now that you've seen how he speaks as a changeling, it's very, like, different, you know, from when he is fronting as a different character. Hey, good to see you, Roxy. Welcome in as well. We're doing a little bit of just chill chatting today because I'm pissed off about stuff. Yeah, the voice is different because he's a different person. Like, so far the speaking role has been going to Zach, so that's how Zach sounds, if that makes sense. I did want to pick a voice that's pretty close to mine, if not, like, exactly, maybe, like, a little bit more dickish, because I did another campaign where, like, the guy's voice is really high. He was, like, a gnome inventor. This is not, like, related to SOW at all, but in my private home game, I played a gnome inventor, a gnome, like, artificer. By the way, artificer, stupid pronunciation for that word, but apparently it's the correct one. I've been saying artificer for, like, so long. Allegedly, artificer is the correct like, emphasis on the right syllable, but whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. Anyway, that guy's voice is mad high, and it was like too much, right? Hello, Sakuya, welcome in, good to see you. Hello, fellow Hoyoverse game enjoyer. I enjoy some Hoyoverse games, it's true. There are some Hoyoverse games I love to play, some of them I, you know, don't love to play as much. Oh boy. Oh boy. on that server for life. I hope the new patch has been good. I've not been able to get to the new patch story yet in HSR because, dude, I'm pissed off, man. I was trying to do the story quest and I got stuck on that one part. There's this one part where you like, it's like Finan and Mighty, and you like are competing with him to see who can kill more people. And so there's a lot of fights you got to do for one, right? And then I'm just gonna spoil it, guys. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck about this story part right now that I'm currently stuck in. And then you like go through a bunch of corridors, and then they like force you to do like 70 of those like boulder puzzles and like the Hand of Zagreus puzzles, which like on their own, okay, on their own, it's fine. If I had to do like 1 or like 2 or 3, I'd be okay. But there's like 7 or 8 of them, and it's this. It's not even like a different puzzle. It's like the exact same puzzle like 7 times. Like come on, like just can you just say that I do it, like, or like just don't put them in. You know, like it's just kind of like inflating the amount of time I have to spend in that area. And it's not like a visually compelling area either. It's just like a bunch of like ramps. It literally looks like a Mario Maker, or like, what is that game? The Maker? Oh, something like that. One of those like level creator games. I mean, even so, using Akron's skill, like I also use Akron's skill. I also do all like the, you know, the fast stuff. It's just like, to ask me to roll a boulder 8 times, like it's not fun anymore. You know what I mean? They were not even like, I would say the puzzles are all like mad easy. I think that's the part that like really pissed me off, is that they weren't hard puzzles. They were like all very like mundane, simple puzzles. Like all the boulder puzzles were the exact same, and then all like the Hand of Zagreus parts were like the exact same. It just requires you to like menu in and like move the hand. It's not really like a puzzle. It's just like something you're forced to do. So like I wasn't very happy with that. But yeah, that's not here nor there. And no cards, exactly, no cards. That's the main problem. That's the main problem, is that there's not enough cards. If maybe like if they asked me to play a card game, they should just make a card game, guys. I don't want to like log into Genshin to play, what is that, like something Invocation. That game was kind of fun for like 5 minutes. Genius Invocation, I believe it is the name. That game was fun for like 5 minutes, but I would like it more if I didn't have to open Genshin to play it. There's an HSR trading card. Is it physical? I mean, I want to play like in the game. I want to like a client. Make like a separate game that just like Hoyoverse game that I could log into online. Because I don't think, like, nobody in my locals is gonna play that game. That's just the problem. The problem is, like, I can't go to a physical card store and find people playing fucking Hoyoverse card game. It's not feasible. I barely have enough people to play like Flesh and Blood with, okay? Like, but it's not here nor there. Isn't that called Balatro? Dude, you guys want to play Balatro? Oh god, you guys. But yeah, I did promise I was gonna stream yesterday, but I could not. I apologize. It was just one of those days. I blame daylight savings time, actually, because if not for daylight savings time, like, everything would be fine. I realized I was hunting with friends. I've been like doing a lot of like late night hunting with the team. Actually, we're gonna come up with a team name, guys. I know this is the shack right now, but we're gonna change the team name to something like different, so I can be like, oh, it's the guys from, you know, whatever team name. We've been playing at like 5 a.m. Actually, it wasn't supposed to be 5 a.m. It was supposed to be, I usually go to sleep at like 3 or 4 a.m. these days. And then the daylight savings time like rolled over, and then it became 5 a.m. So it's one of those like terrible situations. But I spent all of yesterday basically putting together repo lobbies. So you might see like repo lobbies like this week and next week, and then like sparsely like the week after, like once it starts dying off, right? It's one of those games where it's, I feel like the life cycle of like a game like Repo or the game like Lethal Company, it's like there's big hype for like the first few weeks, And then like after that, it's like pretty sparse, like maybe like once or twice. You know what I mean? And so it's one of those games that like it never dies out fully, but I think like the best time to play with a bunch of people is early. If I'm Gormagala, dude, Gormagala is a very fun. I'm finally getting the hang of Gormagala fight. It's really nice. Sleep schedule indeed, dude. Oh god, let me tell you a story, guys, about how my sleep schedule was going so well, and then like it fell off a cliff. Okay, so roll back to a few weeks ago. I like end up getting some like heavenly disease from Catherine. She's been around. She's been out and about recently. She's spending more time in her human form, actually. So you might end up seeing her on stream soon. But yeah, she's been roaming. She got sick. I got sick, and literally my sleep schedule has never been better than the 1 week that I got the flu. Like, you know, equivalent for humans. But yeah, my sleep schedule got fixed by that flu thing. And I was like, oh, you know, sleeping at a normal time. I was sleeping at like 10 or 11. And I was waking up at like 5 a.m. And it was kind of goated, right? And then I got unsick. And then I started doing my normal stuff again. And it was actually still like not bad. I was sleeping like 2 a.m. and waking up at like 7. And so like it wasn't terrible. It was like all right. Like it could be better, right? It could have been better. But one night a few days ago, actually I'm gonna blame Repo. We stand Catherine, I agree, we do. I'm gonna blame Repo for this because I've been wanting to play Repo, and I had messaged a few people about Repo and stuff. I was like, hey, you want to play Repo next week or whatever? I was gonna catch Saikuno to play Repo with, but he's gone off and going to Japan soon. I'm not sure like which day exactly, but he's gonna be off in Japan to play in like the Capcom Cup or something like that, dude. He's gonna play Street Fighter on the main stage. It's pretty sick. But I was gonna catch Saikuno to play that. But I hit up like a few people like that, talking about like playing Repo and stuff. And Mouse hit me back, and she was like, "Hey, I'm done to play next week, or this week, or whatever." Oh yeah, with Flay, that's right, dude. That's pretty sick. I'm not sure like what the cup is, but it's pretty exciting. But what was I gonna say? Yes, Mouse hit me back, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm down to play with you. You know, really sick." And I'm like, "Fantastic. We'll play like maybe like this week or something like that." But one night, okay, actually it was the Thursday. It was last Thursday. Last Thursday, I had a voice acting session. It's what usually like my team, we do like voice acting practice every Thursday, which is why I never stream Thursday nights, is because Thursday nights go to the boys and the girls, obviously. I mean, it's like a whatever. Anyway, afterwards, I was like, we're free now. We can all, you know, someone was like, we want to play Monster Hunter? I'm like, sure, I'll log on to Monster Hunter. And this is like 3 p.m. when we finished to play Monhunt. Sorry, 3 a.m. Sorry, 3 a.m. when we finished to play Monhunt. But then I got hit up by Mouse. And she was like, yeah, so I said we could play Repo like next or this week, but are you free like right now? And I looked at the time. It was like 3:30 a.m. And I'm like, right now? I'm like, I've never played Repo before, and she's like, that's fine. Like, just come in. Like, it's a very easy game. Come in. And so I'm like, sure, whatever. Like, obviously, like, happy to be invited to shit. Like, well, I'll be honest, I'm just happy to be invited to shit. Like, ever. Like, anybody invite me to anything, I'm like, yeah, man, I'll do it. Fuck it. If I'm not busy, obviously. But it was like 3:30 a.m. and I was obviously not busy. And so we played Repo. It was like me, it was Mouse, it was Eye Candy, Boone. Dude, Boone is so fucking funny too. I might be playing with Boone again. Boone is so fucking funny. Boone and Who else was in there? Let me find the group. Guys, it's down there somewhere. Oh yeah, it was Boone, it was G-Mart as well, and I think one other. But I think like the main V Ichiban group like all went to sleep and stuff, so I was like second stringer. And we played literally from 3:30 or 4 o'clock until like 7. Like three straight hours of repo. And from that day, I was cooked. Like I've been cooked since that day. Like my sleep schedule has not been fixed. And I've streamed in the morning afterwards, like in recent days. I streamed in the morning on Friday as well, I think, or maybe a little bit later. Dude, I think it's really interesting the way that, like, you know, people like find new people, because it's my first time meeting like basically all of them except for Mouse. And you know, it's interesting to see like the ways people like try to get to know you, because like I was like trying to like interview me. She's like, so what do you do exactly these days? And you know, I'm like, it's the standard interview, and then Boone just like went straight to the flirting like minute 1, which is like so funny to me. Oh my god, dude. You need to keep working the Catherine model, dude. Take your time. It is whatever. She's waiting. She's happy to kick back. She's not in a rush either, you know. But neither am I. Oh, dude, so fucking funny. And yeah, well, you're probably guys gonna see them soon as well. I put together a lobby. So you'll see a few of them come back probably pretty soon, depending. Yeah. Boone too fast. I mean, it's all good. I'm like kind of a yes and person. Like once I get to see the vibes, I'm happy to yes and Boone's vibes are pretty sick. Also, like, you know, I don't know if I'll consider Boone like a VTuber, because I think most of the time he streams like cameraless or whatever. But VTuber still, you know, male VTubers gotta stick together, man. Male VTubers gotta stick together. Because, like, how many people we got left? There's not many of us, man. It's either you're either like in Corpo, aka Hollow Stars, or like, you know, like there's a few other groups, right? Or you're like one of like a handful of indies. You ever like realize that there's like maybe like 10 or 20 male VTubers total? I don't know. I don't know if it's like what the because is. I don't know what the reason is. There's just like not many that like stick with it. Perhaps it's because there's less of a rule book as well. I was thinking about this the other day, and like I was like thinking like, you know, like, do you remember the time where people like thought like VTubing was like the easy way? People would always say like VTubing is like the easy way to get, you know, clout as a streamer or whatever. And I was like, is that really true? And I thought about it for a while. And I'm like, actually, I think that is true. Like, it is true that like VTubing is like a faster way to like build an audience and whatever. But I think that is mainly due to because of the fact that like there is a rule book. You know, like people like as a VTuber, you know what to do, or like there's others, like there's more of like a sense of like, oh, it's you should look at the other VTubers to see what they're doing. Whereas I think like a lot of streamers like they don't really know like what to be doing. Whereas if you're a VTuber, it's like, hey guys, this is like, there's already like some goals. It's like starting the game. You know, like some games start with a tutorial. They're like, chop some wood, build an axe. You know what I mean? It's like VTubing is like that. Like when you start VTubing, there is like, and you're on VTubing Twitter, obviously, because where else would you go? There's like a tutorial or like half of a tutorial at least to show you the ropes. Also, yes, VTube, I agree as well. Like VTubing is also a category people like to browse because it's like a more niche subject. Whereas if you stream like Valorant or League of Legends, like you're never gonna like be browsed on, right? Good to see you. Welcome in, by the way. Chirururin. Thank you for some chat. I appreciate you. But yeah, it is easier. But like, based on the fact that there is like stuff, there's like a basis to build upon, I think. But you know, over that, like there's. He said that cute. Thank you. Tried to roll the R's as an L. We tried. Yeah, but male VTubing, I would say as well, is like there's less of a rule book, you know? Like for girls, it's like, you know, the biggest VTubers are like obviously corpo girls. And so you're like, oh, what are the corpo girls be doing? You know what I mean? And then you can do that or like do some flavor of that. Like there's kind of like an already set like archetype meta for girls. Whereas for guys, I feel like there's much more like chiseling in you gotta do. And if you can't do the chiseling, it's like sink or swim, I think. Which like sucks, obviously, but that's a streamer culture, I guess. Obviously it's streamer culture. Hey, Carno King, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for follow as well. And Chi, thank you. I'm just gonna say Chi. Keep it short. Good to see you though. Welcome in. But yeah, I don't know. VTubers, I know about 50 male VTubers. Yeah, man. Like, I know about 15 male VTubers, but I know like 1,000. Like, most of my following list is like girls, right? And like when I do collabs, not recently we've been doing more boys night collabs. And probably see like Taiga and like, you know, Mary and Apollo again soon, actually. We're probably gonna set up a repo lobby with them since they wanted to play repo as well. But before recent days, I would say a majority of collabs I used to do was like, if I did any collabs, was with girls because like there's just so many more girls. Yeah, maybe that's fair as well. I do think, I think it's interesting because it's like, I think there is an audience for guys. There is an audience to watch male VTubers. It's just that I think the niche is not so clear. And so if you are a guy, you have to do some digging. You have to, for me, like I don't really approach VTubing as like a VTubing either. Like I'm kind of like I'm not a VTuber purist. If that makes sense. I'm like a VTuber adjacent, kind of. Like I see it, like there's some things that I like to do that like, other VTubers do. Like I've done like voice packs here and there, or like, you know, music stuff, or like, like the basic idol stuff. I don't always do the idol stuff, that's the thing. Yeah. Caters to male gaze? Yeah, I agree. My mod also caters to male gaze, and the male gaze is mine. The male gaze I cater to is my own. I'm like, hey, well, what do I think would look cool as fuck? You know what I mean? What do I think would look cool as fuck? Give myself a fucking axe. You know, give myself a fat axe. And then I'm like, hey, rigger, could you rig me this axe? Please? Yeah. But basically everything here is like what I like. That's kind of like the vibe going for me. I think you cater to both. That's great, actually. I think it makes sense. I think like it is true actually. My YouTube algo or my YouTube like stats and stuff. Sometimes I'll like look into YouTube stats like because I'm curious. Those stats usually come back as like 50-50. I posted my stats. Usually people have like male skew or female skew. Mine is 50-50. Hey, good to see you, Lucis. Welcome in. Good to see you as well. So it's cool to us non-binary people too. Thank you. I'm glad. Dude, I'm glad you're enjoying the NB rep too for SOW as well. It's my chance to explore it. Because usually I play like, you know, male or female characters. But this time around, you know, change because I'm predisposed, I guess. Love your model designs, very original. Thank you, appreciate it. It's nice to hear actually, because I kind of like went against the grain. I picked like a very like stylistic artist from China. I mean, obviously I'm Chinese, so it's easier to commission a Chinese person if you know the language. And so I just messaged them in Chinese. I'm like, hey, you know, can you do my model? And they've never done a model before either. I got like very, very lucky, I feel. I mean, granted, lucky is one of those things where it's like a mix between like, you know, setup and like gut feeling, instinct, right? And I searched like, you know, like some people be looking for like a model, or like they'll know who to like get, right? I think if you're like a girl, it's pretty easy, but like as a guy to get a model, there's like not many options in the Western sphere. And I was not happy with the way things looked. I mean, obviously, like, you know, there's like some popular ones, right? I think like one really popular model artist for guys is like Jovru, right? Like all the Invicta boys have a Jovru model. Lex Partey had a Jovru model. There's another guy recently that I saw that has one. Like obviously like very popular style, but that's not really for me. I'm not really into like the Bara guys. Like, you know, speaking of male gaze, like for myself, like my male gaze is not like Bara guys. And I don't like twink guys either. Do you know what I mean? I don't fall under either like the quote unquote like common male VTuber, like my personal taste. I don't like guys that are too big or too small. And so I like guys that are like normal sized. As a girl, I find some male VTubers sounds a little icky. No shade. I mean, that's fine. It's just like, you know, the way, it's like the way it is, right? Like, I'm not gonna, like, your preference is your preference. Just a man, regular man, yeah. And also, like, it makes it easier. I did say this before as well, but like part of the reason I'm VTubing and shit is because my voice is like not realistic. I think the model has a spicy style. Thank you. Yeah, it's not. My voice is like pretty abrasive, I would say. Like I was listening back to some VODs and stuff, and I would say like sometimes I say some stuff and it sounds really aggressive, and I don't realize it until like afterwards. You know, like when I'm listening back to the VOD, I'm like, wow, I sound like a dick, maybe like. And then I'll message them after. I'm like, hey, just checking in. I at like 1 hour 37 minutes and 44 seconds, I said this thing. I hope it didn't come off as aggressive, because I was just asking. Sometimes I'll say something like normal and it'll sound like I'm mad. I'm not actually mad. It's just like the way my voice is. Yeah, abrasive, I should say, like as in like, I don't know. It's not like your usual. It's not your usual common inviting disposition. If that makes sense. Vince Model, thank you. I appreciate it. That's also part of the thing as well. Like I don't really care. There's a lot of discourse about this actually on the internet, especially in the Western VTuber sphere. I feel. I think in the Eastern VTuber sphere, I would say majority-wise, like it's a voice match with model. But that's also because I think Japan has a bigger like seiyuu voice acting culture. Like in that area, right? Voice actors, are singers, are what, like every voice actor, every seiyuu in Japan is like a triple, quadruple threat, you know? Whereas in America, we're still like catching up, I feel like, in terms of anime voice acting. Like obviously like big cartoon acting stuff as well, but cartoon actors don't always do like movie stuff, or like you might see movie stars doing like voice stuff, but not always the other way around. Whereas I think like basically every seiyuu in Japan aspires to be like the quadruple threat kind of stuff. Resting bitch voice. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best probable, you know, the best explanation. Husky, gravelly, maybe, but not harsh. Thank you. Yeah, it's one of those things. And so it just fits it better than like if you saw a person. If you saw a person with this voice, you'd probably be like, wow, this guy's this guy's out of his mind. This guy's crazy. He's like forcing this voice all day. I'm like, just the way I talk, man. Just the way I is. It's a little bit to get used to, for sure. Oh, hey, whoa! Hello. Welcome in. Oh my goodness, is that Mabel? Welcome in, good to see you. I actually meant to hit you up, actually. I actually meant to hit you up for that repo thing. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. It's good to see you. Stormy Sea Otter Raid. We hold hands unprotected. It's true, you might do that. Welcome in, Raiders. It's good to have you guys. My name is Lezu Shen. Full-time gotcha fiend. Part-time old man today, I guess. I'm bitching about daylight savings time and just chatting, chilling, and stuff like that. Probably a short stream. I mean, every time I say it's a short stream, we end up going for like 7 hours. So this could be a 3-hour, 2-hour stream, or it could be a 7-hour stream. And you never know. Also missed that hour. Me too, man. Me too. But it's good to see you. Hopefully you guys had a good stream on your side as well. Good to have you guys in the hot seat with us today. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, we're just chatting about like everyday life stuff and VTubing stuff, and talking about the condition of the universe. Condition of the universe is certainly the topic at hand. But yeah, what was I gonna say before? Yeah, I think it's nice though. We got here. I mean, for those of you who are new here today, that didn't come in from the raid or just whatever in general, you'll probably find that the way I chat involves leaving a lot of subjects behind and like coming back to them later. I think your motto fits your vibe. It's electric personality. Thank you. Wow. The Riz is in full effect today. We love it here. Thank you, Mabel. I still gotta hit you up with the repo stuff. I've been like planning repo lobbies. I got a lot of requests. I typed in, I put a tweet outside on the internet. Outside. It's still inside, but it's out of the internet. I was like, hey guys, could you anyone want to play repo? And I got a lot of replies. When did you debut? I debuted 3 years ago now. August 29th. At the end of August, beginning of September is when I debuted. Because August is the birth month. Yeah. Cause the bad Riz. No, it's all Riz is possibly good in certain situations. You know, sometimes like bad Riz in the right part, could be you. It's like niche Riz. Don't say bad Riz, say niche Riz. It makes you sound more refined. Yeah. I have a few lore videos actually. There we go. There's the 2 lore videos. I mean, I don't want to like, draw you away from the stream. So maybe like bookmark those for later or something like that. But how do I say? Yeah, I debuted a few years ago. And there's 2 lore videos and some music here and there. But they're all written by me, storyboarded by me, drawn by my good friend Azul. Azul is trash. And it's a lot of how do I say? There's a lot of like homages to like friends in there as well, because I love doing that. Like kind of like the fun part is like putting nods to like friends and stuff in your works. Well, I think it's funny to look back on those as well, because some of the people that appear actually, some of the people that like I've been friends with over the years, like some of them are gone, okay, because they're graduated or retired or whatever. But some of them are gone because they're genuinely like trash people. Like some people that I like, it's like friends come and go, right? But then I'm looking at those people, I'm like, damn. Like weird to see some like canceled people in there. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just like the risk. The risk of being a VTuber, I feel. Or like the risk of just like meeting new people in general is that sometimes it's just bad. But that's why you gotta like figure out who's like, who's like a chill guy and keep him like close. I don't know, I've been having a lot of fun recently as well. Like I've been like organizing, or like at least I've been motivated to organize more collabs recently, right? I mean, you probably see me like do like more collabs. Like last week we did so many collabs, and a lot of them with people that I didn't recognize, or like people I'd never talked to before. And that's actually, dude, I don't want to be like, this is just the way it is, guys. Like kind of like getting saved by like people who are like, been in the game longer than me. I was listening to a mouse stream the other day, and she was like, yeah, I started in like 2018, and I'm not like an OG mouse fan. I'm not like an OG VTuber fan even. I don't watch like too many VTubers. Oh, just a few friends. But like people who started like 2018 was 7 years ago. Just like holy shit, you know? Like imagine being a VTuber then. And then I looked at Mouse's like record as well, right? And I was like, damn, like Mouse has been streaming for like so long, and also like a lot of like those years were just like to like sub 50 people. And that's just like a not give up kind of thing, right? And so I'm looking at my stuff, I'm like, you know, like there's some days where you wake up and you're like, oh shit, like maybe streaming is like not for me. Maybe I should just stop, like cut it early, like while I'm still ahead. But then I'm like, damn, you know, like long con wise, like I'm a long con player. Like back when I played League, I would always play like Nasus or like Vagar or whatever. I mean Pantheon these days, because Pantheon scales into late game. I like a late game scaler. So I'm like, I might as well just like stick with it. And so here we are. Try something new, you know, shake it up a bit. Gotta play Monster Hunter with you. Yeah, man. I want to do more Monster Hunter open lobbies now that the people are like kind of AR40. AR40 is where like the like the fun starts, really. Right? And it is what it is. Mouse always says if you want to stream, you just, yeah, for sure. I think so too. It's one of those things. It's just like sometimes you forget, though. You know, it's one of those things where sometimes you just forget that that's just the basic truth of it. I look up to you. No, thank you. I hope to be able to be looked up to the same way as people look up to me as well, or as I look up to other people as well. That's important to me. Captain Ford right now, yeah. Do the story quest. It's just like 4 Apex guys, and then you can start doing like more stuff. HR41 is where the game starts, but I want to do more open lobbies like that as well. But I've been like more adventurous recently because I don't know maybe it's like just like a alignment of like people, or alignment of free time, or alignment of something or other. Because last year I put a tweet out last night about this, but last year I was like, I don't know, feeling like dog shit about streaming and stuff like that. But this year, I don't know what happened. Like maybe it's just like because I like you manifest turning it around, and like so you turn it around or whatever. But people have been like more excited to do stuff with me as well, you know. And like I've been more excited personally to do stuff, and probably like, it rubs off. It's one of those things where it's like the engine doesn't start until you rev it, and you can't rev it until the engine starts. Like you don't have the motivation to rev the engine until the engine's already started, but the engine will never start if you don't rev it. Like catch 22. But like some stars aligned. Sometimes like somebody else has to like help you jump the cable, you know what I mean? What I dislike is how much they hate the VTuber community gets just for being VTubers. I think that's like just something that happens. Like it'll just happen because VTubing is niche. I mean, like, you know, a lot of like other communities still get the hate the same way, right? Like furries still getting hate. Like I'm maybe these days I'm furry Jason after I watched that one. Dude, you guys see that Zenless Zone Zero trailer? Like I don't want to say nothing, guys, because if I speak about the new Zenless trailer, ooh, there's some choice words to be said. But yeah, I think it just happens with like niche communities. If you're not the mainstream stuff, culture. Sorry. Yeah, if you're not like a mainstream whatever, then you're gonna get some hate regardless from like other groups. But yeah, where the fuck was I? Inspiration is like, motivation is weird. Like, yeah, motivation is weird like that as well. And I do have people to thank as well. I think also like, I don't know like what started it, but I've been like, you know, being more adventurous this year, right? I was really closed off, I would say, like last year, and even like the year before, like sticking with by myself or sticking with just a few people. But this year we've been, you know, trying to take some more risks. It's about time, I think. If I want to change it up, then some risks will have to be taken. Obviously, I think it's nice because now like certain arcs are over. I will say though, I think like I don't want to be like, oh, like the downfall of other people has risen me up or whatever. But I will say, since certain people have left, the space has been more tolerable. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the bearer of that kind of like bad mojo, but it's one of those things where also like I think certain people like you can tell who talks, you know, and certain person with orange hair, it's become very evident to me that they talk a lot. And I think, you know, there's probably some like, dude, I have them in my fucking lore video, guys. Okay, I had them in my fucking lore video. I thought that like we were friends. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like my perception was wrong, right? It's one of those things. Just, at the end of the day, I'm just here to chill. Okay, I don't have time for this shit. I work outside of this. You know, we're prepping for a big war still. And like however long that's gonna take. And so I have a lot of work to do outside of streaming, and then I stream, and then like I make videos. And like so like where's the, and then I spend time with family or like friends. And like so where's the time for me to like talk to people? Like basically streaming is the only time. And so like I thought we were friends, and obviously that guy did not. And obviously he's talked, because I'll be honest, like there's a last year a lot of people like pulled away from me that I thought we were friends as well. And then after that guy left, like much less so. You know what I mean? Like much less of that pulling away, like cold vibes. Maybe it's just like also like a timing thing as well. It's like this year people are more like interested in doing like being more adventurous. Funny, I forgot some folks that are no longer in the community. Yeah, it'd be like that as well. Like people forget. There's just a lot of VTubers, man. Like that's why I'm like, if you choose to be to choose me as your Oshi, like I'm very honored, because there's like thousands upon thousands of VTubers, and I only follow like 1,000 something of them. But there's like an indefinite number of VTubers that I've never met before. A lot of them are like, you know, my size, or like, you know, or even bigger, that I never heard of before. It's just like the way it is. So if you leave people and they let you go without a second thought, I mean, it'd be like how it is, right? But I think that's just like the way it is. It's like you gotta like take some risks. You gotta take some risks, and last year I wasn't willing to. This year I'm more willing to take more risks and see more people. But also like, you know, doing the part of others like, willing to take risks on me, right? I think like a lot of the collabs that we've done so far this year kind of like have gotten the ball rolling. Because quite a few people I hit up this year that were like, I've been kind of like on the fence about hitting up, but I like organizing stuff because I think that gets things done. I like getting things done. I don't like sitting around on my ass. And you know, like I realized, I don't know if you guys realize this, but like things don't happen unless you do them, which is like stupid thing to say, but you ever wonder why you're like, oh wow, these guys collabed one time, like why don't they collab again? It's because like somebody has to do it, do the work. You know what I mean? And so if you do the work, like the work happens. shit is crazy. Hey, good to see you, Pac-Man as well. Welcome in. Yo, good to see you. And as well, M. Broccoli. Can't others just do the work? Resident Sleeper. Oh, honk me. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Grow so much for the past few years. Thank you. I mean, I'm glad too. Honestly, my biggest fear ever, like my biggest fear ever is like stagnating. Like nothing makes me more scared than looking at myself and be like, I've not changed or grown or like, you know, made improvements in a long time. Like, and that could be like in any direction, right? So I would say like right now, my biggest growth area is like, you know, being more, well, I don't know, willing to do the work and like taking chances and shit, like taking risks. I had someone drop me in 19 a week before my birthday. Damn, dude, holy shit, man, that sucks. Yeah, it happens, you know, and then like it takes a while for you to like get back in the saddle, I feel. But I've been lucky, I think. But also, obviously, every time I do say like I've been lucky, I recognize that it's like skill plus prep plus, you know, instinct. It's like a factor. Like those are like luck factors, right? When they say it's like, you know, it's like luck doesn't exist, it's kind of true. It's kind of true, kind of not true. Obviously, like the thing has to happen, but also like you have to prepare an environment to grow luck. Luck is like a plant, or like an animal, or like a luck is literally like growing penicillin in a petri dish. You know what I mean? Or insulin or whatever the fuck it was. Whatever the fuck shit they grew in a petri dish that one time. But it's like the guys that like you know, make a couple dozen, 100 petri dishes, and they're all growing the super bacteria, and then like just so happen, I think it was penicillin. Yeah, exactly. It's okay. My memory isn't that bad. Yeah, it was literally an accident, but it was like they set up the experiment, or like so many like chances for it to happen, and then it just like so happened, and then the guy saw it, and then he's like, this could be usable. You know what I mean? So it's like he set up the environment via setup. He had the skill to do it, and then he had the instinct to recognize that it was something that like could be something important. You know what I mean? It's like multiple whatever. To be the last to be okay with social, yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. And some people like bounce back faster than others. And I think my fear of being stagnant kind of like kicks me up every once in a while. Like if I'm in a slump, I think it's like self-motivating engine, self-replicating machine. You know, it just takes some time. It takes a few months, and sometimes like I'll be months, and I won't message anybody. Hey, welcome in. Thank you for follow. Appreciate you. I won't message anybody for like months and months and months, and then I'll come back every once, like out of the blue. You know what I mean? My best friend after realizing she wasn't considerate of me. Yeah, that's like kind of the hard part for me too, right? Was like dropping the people that like wouldn't consider me, because there's some people, right, that would like talk to me and whatever. And they would like, I'll be like, oh, be nice to me, quote unquote, or like whatever. But like when push comes to shove, like obviously they weren't in my corner. Like there's some people that I are like that, and so I'm like, okay, this year like we're not gonna entertain like chasing those people. You know what I mean? We're not gonna entertain chasing people that like will never chase me back, or like will never think of me. You know what I mean? Like there's obviously some people like that will think of you, and some people won't. And so there's no point. Like this year I'm like, that's it, fuck it. So I've been spending more time with like, you know, playing games with my long-term friends and playing games with like new people, and seeing like who what sticks and what doesn't. Less risk that way, obviously. I mean, it's more risk on my part in general, but less risk that way. Of like being burned and then like having nothing else, right? Because if you have only like 2 friends and you get burned, then you're fucked. But if you have like people you know, like maybe like some new people you can meet or whatever. So watching VTubers to break me out of my slump, dude, thank you VTubers, man. Thank you VTubers. I think it's good because VTubers is like kind of like ground, like grassroots kind of. Like it's much more like entry level, I would feel, or I always say, than like interacting with like big streamers. You know what I mean? Other streamers, like it doesn't really do the same thing. You know, WD-40 was made to keep rockets from rusting. I've never done that for WD-40. I've never used it for that cause. Your own butt kick, which is good. Yeah, man, I think so. I think it's good. I mean, luckily for me, I was born with the butt kicking gene, or whatever it was. But it's one of those things. I mean, like obviously some people don't have it, right? It takes some time, but it's like if I do have someone to like rev my engines for me, then it's easier for me to like keep it going. And you know, the collabs so far have gotten me here this year to be like more confident, like reaching out to people and stuff, and like planning stuff. Obviously, it's a lot of work, and I planned like four lobbies for, you know, it's a lot of work on my end, but I think it's worth it, you know, to keep the motivation engine running. And you'll see a lot of repo like this, like probably this week and next week and maybe one or two the week after. Like it'll sputter out over the course of the month because I'm still wanting to play more Monster Hunter and more Warframe and stuff like that. Those are still like the two games I'm going to be playing most of, but you'll see some repo here and there for sure. I got both ways. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, exactly. It has to go both ways. Like, that's why, like, I don't know, like, I always talk really highly of, like, you know, people who also, like, you know, put back into the relationship the same way. You know, long-term wise, I'm always like, you know, people already know that I'm always like a high tier, like, you know, top of the line Cinder simp, but that's also because Cinder and I like go way back as well. Not as far back as Cinder and like some of her mods and stuff, but like VTubing wise, yes. And she's been like really nice to me, like across time. And it's like, there's some people, you know, like it's not like a numbers thing, it's like a friends thing. And so that's been nice. I'm like a high tier, like I always talk highly of like Saikuno as well, because Saikuno is like someone who's like always down to do stuff with me. I'm like, hey, you want to do this? And he's like, I'm on board. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, just say the word, you know, whatever. And like, recently as well, like, I mean, I owe a big part of it to Mouse as well, right? Recently as well. And then also, you know, that Monster Hunter collab was like super nice too. Like to like really, like, it's like my favorite genre of like, my favorite game so far. Wilds has been really, really fun, and you know, playing with people that I think are cool is nice. And like Ruse is somebody that, like, I don't know, I think it's interesting because like that collab specifically with Ruse and Joel and Saikuno, specifically like getting Ruse on board was like changed my perspective of a lot of things as well, because I don't know, I've been kind of like one of those things where it's like you're kicking yourself after the fact because you could have asked like much sooner. Right, because I've been friends with Shinri and Flay for a while, and I've been afraid to ask them for collabs and stuff because, you know, I'm indie and they're corporal and whatever. But like, we've been friends for a while. Obviously, if you're friends, it's easier to like say yes to a collab and stuff. But I've been afraid to ask them for collabs and stuff because I'm like, you know, probably, you know, like it wouldn't be worth it to them as well as like to the company, whatever. Like there's a lot of factors like, you know, bringing down your neck and stuff. But with Ruse, I mean, Ruse is like a really cool guy too. He's really, really cool, and we've been hitting each other up. We have like very similar taste in like games and similar taste in like vibes and stuff. Obviously, I'm not like what is it called? What's his favorite thing? Homestuck. I'm not like Homestuck pilled or nothing like that. I got the Warrior Cat's autism instead. But like, other than that, really, it's like similar vibes. And so like, I thought we vibe pretty well. And I'm like, hey, you know, we vibe pretty well. You want to do a collab? And he's like, yeah, I'm fucking down. And so it's one of those things where it's like, you don't know how it's like until you do it the one time. But I wouldn't have done it the one time if not for like all the people like reaching out to me and shit this year. It'd be how it'd be. The SOW community has given me some of the closest friends. Yeah, I'm glad you're, you know, it's been nice for you guys too in the SOW community, because it's been really fun to like produce for that show as well. And it's nice to like have people who are like as interested in D&D. The problem is I have a lot of interests. I don't know if Turtle Dove is here, but Turtle Dove always says like I'm like you know, like my collabs are always the ones where all of the people that he watches separately can come together, and that's usually because I have like too many interests. I don't have like one hyperfixation or nothing like that. I like to do everything, you know what I mean? Which is why it's hard for me to like stick with like one game or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm never gonna stick with one game. Like, there will come a time where I stop playing Monster Hunter Wilds. And there will come a time where I stop playing Warframe and whatever, but like whenever that happens, it happens. But until then, right? Until then, I think for the look, I appreciate you. Once the viewership drops during collabs, does that happen to you as well or in general? It depends, right? I think it depends. Like what collab it is, and also like what kind of audience you have, and also like, I don't know if that's something you usually do. You know what I mean? I completely understand if your audience is some people who like likes chatting, likes talking, likes, you know, conversing with streamer. I mean, I like conversing with streamer as well. And so I don't watch as many collabs as probably a lot of people do either. And that's completely fair. Like I don't blame people who, that's why like I do collabs and I do like solo stuff as well, like, you know, side by side. Because I know people are here for different stuff and like chatting wise as well. Like whenever we do chatting streams, like basically like super, like I'm happy to see all the people chatting and stuff, you know what I mean? So it depends on like what you like, right? If you have like, if you and your community are very close chatting wise, then obviously when it comes to collabs, it'll be different. But sometimes, you know, if you collab with somebody who has like a large like viewer only experience audience, then like they'll come into my streams as well. Like they'll lurk in my streams. You know what I mean? And that's like that's very fun, right? Like I'm happy about that. And I'm happy for lurkers as well. Like I don't mind if people don't talk. Like I talk to myself all the fucking time. You know, I mean, I'm not Optimus Prime, but I'm like Bumblebee maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's like cutting myself a little too much. Biggest piece of the cake, because I do like Bumblebee a lot. But yeah, I'm not like anybody like that. But I had a weird dream last night about specifically Optimus Prime and like kaijus. I'm not sure if that was like real or not, or like if I watched a movie like that, or if it was some fake movie. I remember like I saw like Optimus Prime and I saw like Mothra together in the same room. Am I like hallucinating some shit like that? Something like that. As someone you grow into a person that knows who's worth your time and effort. Yeah, at some point you'll have to grow up into understanding that as well. Like who is there for you and who is there like not for you. And that's just something you learn by taking damage. You know, like an old school, it's like an old school Final Fantasy game. You can remember those old school Final Fantasies where like you could only like level up your HP and stuff by taking damage. It's like that, kind of. But you find out that truth once you've taken enough damage, I feel. And then you thought about it enough. I've been watching this show, actually. Kamen Rider Gav. Kamen Rider Gav has been really fun because there's this one character, his name is Hanto. And he's like the secondary rider of that series. And he's like, by far, I would say across all Kamen Riders, he is the most self-aware and like introspective and like emotionally intelligent character I've ever like seen. Dude, like, he's like such a breath of fresh air for that collab, or not collab, for that genre. Because usually, like, you know, like, there's always that one character that like starts digging into evil stuff. So like, one character like harnesses corrupt power, and then like the power slowly corrupts him, right? And then he like goes out of control. And that's the usual trope. Hanto is like the mirror to that trope, like the reverse of that trope, where he was given this like dark power, and it hurts him to use, and he can feel like himself getting addicted, right? There's one scene in the show where he starts using the dark power, and then he like starts getting addicted to it. And then randomly in a park, he starts feeling withdrawals, like by himself alone. He just starts feeling withdrawals. And so he puts in the driver to start like to transform, just to feel the, you know, the addictive feeling again. But he like, in that moment, he like plugs it in, he's about to transform, and he realizes that it's like, that perhaps the thing that he really wants is like doing harm to himself. And so he doesn't transform. And I'm like, he's like, maybe this is hurting me actually. And he doesn't do it. And I'm like, this is the fucking smartest character I've ever fucking seen in my life, dude. Someone with emotional intelligence, never before seen in a Kamen Rider show. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I think he's one of those like characters, or like one of those people, if he was a real person, which he isn't. But if he was, he's a character that's been through the pain, and then like he's learned to to think about shit more deeply. But yeah, for sure, like this year I'm like more understanding. It took me 3 years, but better late than never, right? Better like taking 3 years to figure it out than take forever and never figure it out. Although it does suck, right, to think about all the opportunities like that could have been, but you like missed out on it. But that's like luck, right? I think it's interesting. Like, you know, when you think back about luck, I'm like, there was a time where I could have gotten lucky back then too, but I didn't have the skill to like recognize it, or like the experience to recognize it. So like that wasn't like the luck that was gotten. I feel like there's a lot of instances where you look back and you're like, oh shit, there was some chances there, but I missed it. Just to miss it next time, I guess. They'll come around. I mean, granted, you know, like when you think about it in gacha terms. sorry to specifically certain people who are like, oh, here he goes again about gacha. Yeah. I know some of you guys are in the chat right now who's like, oh, it's always gacha with this guy. they are, and they're gonna see it's always gacha with this guy. Yeah, but I mean, thinking about gacha, right? It's like every time a banner comes around,
go buy yourself something nice, baby girl, glitch cat.
Go buy yourself. Thank you for the 1 bit. Thank you for the 1 bit. I appreciate you, Alana. Yeah, it's like every banner that comes out, right? Like you roll for the character, and sometimes they come early, and sometimes you have to wait till pity. That's just how life is, man. You know, if you miss one opportunity, like just try the next banner, or wait for the rerun or whatever. Like save up, right? Like save up, like do your daily grind, like save up some currency, do your skills, like learn some new stuff, level up your characters. And then when the next rerun comes around, you'll be ready. It's gacha, guys. Listen. There's a lot of shit you can learn from gacha. I won't lie to you. Everyone's always like, gacha is... This is gacha, is Gooner stuff, guys. You think about it. I'm right. Maybe it's like, it'll piss you off because like it's how right it is. I mean, I don't spend in gacha either. I buy the monthly card for Zenless, and I buy the monthly card for Arknights, and I buy the monthly card for Nikkei, and that's it. Actually, I haven't had to because they gave me 2 months of monthly cards in Nikkei. See, yeah, I did see the new one. We were actually just talking about that earlier, actually, the Pulchero one. It's very good. You don't talk about gacha that you've been replaced? Yeah, I mean, you'll be the first to know. You guys will be the first to know if I've been replaced. It's very hard, you know? I think it's like, it'll be very easy to tell if I've been replaced because there's just too much that you have to keep up if you want to do an impression of me. Hey, congrats on your fish. Is my fish up here? My fish is alive. Why did it not fish for you? That's strange. Hey, lock in. Hello? Alright, I guess. Fuck me, I guess. It's a skill issue, my bad. Yeah, my fish is alive. It's alive and kicking. It is right here. But it didn't do the fish animation. That's so strange. At least the dailies work. At least the dailies do work. But yeah, it's one of those days where I'm just feel like chatting and stuff. And chilling. Just a little catch-up stream, obviously. Zatsudan, as the kids say. Do you guys look at that? I'm an official idol streamer, male VTuber. We're doing Zatsudans now. Oh god, dude. My huge milkers, thank you for doing your dailies. That's a great name, dude. Oh, I love people with like great names that like have not been banned yet. There's a guy that comes in every once in a while. His name is like Cum Rat King, and I'm like, how is your name not banned? Name of follow, welcome in. Hearing Zatsu on the purple slides give you whiplash. Oh, sorry. Let me do a little bit more. Thank you for the Aka super. Yeah, how about that, huh? How do you feel now? Feel old yet? That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought, man. I don't know. I know about the culture. I just don't really do that thing. You know what I mean? I think like more power to you if you can, but less power to me because I can't. I don't do this shit full time. I don't do this shit full time. You do? I do. That's sick, man. Post in the hashtag. I'll probably see it eventually when I have some time. Poggers. I try not to look in there because it's like spoils me. Well, people be like, "Oh shit, this is what it. Here's my theory," and I'm like, "Fuck." Maybe you're right. Actually, I don't know. I think a lot about that campaign too. Don't worry. But yeah, it's in so court already. Me when the hashtag hits. You know that I scroll the hashtag every once in a while as well. It's fantastic. Yeah, I do like do my research and stuff about all this like VTubering whatever, and then I only take what I like really. I don't play by the rules. I don't play by the book. That's just not me. It's not me to read the book and play by it. I read the book and then I don't play by it. I read the book so I know what's in it, and then I'm like, all right, which parts is extraneous? Which parts is like not even useful to me? You know, because I'm a lazy guy. Okay, I won't deny it. If it's a choice between doing it and not doing it, I won't do it. Obviously, that doesn't mean dailies. I do dailies every single day because it's dailies. And if you don't do dailies every single day, then you're gonna lose out on materials. So there's importance. Like if it's not important, then I wouldn't do them. If I do them, then you know how important it is, right? Oh boy. Coda still talks about Fi nonstop. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that character. 2 new characters in one session, guys. Never before seen. I'm excited for that too. But yeah, okay. Slow start for this song. Hey kids, Noragami. I haven't seen Noragami in a while. I haven't watched anime in a while, actually. Ooh. Song kind of slaps. I gotta do like a, I was thinking about going through my log at some point, maybe not today, or maybe some other day when I have some time. But this is a website that tracks all the games you play, and I was like, maybe I should like track all my games and stuff, and like see what games I've played and see what games I haven't played, or see what games like I want to play, actually, because otherwise I'm never gonna go through my library. I also suffer from like the library paralysis or whatever the fuck it is. And I feel like if I knew what games I've played and what I haven't played, it'd be easier. Because there's just so many games that I've tried or played recently that like, I don't know which ones I haven't played yet. We'll go through that at some point. But like, I haven't watched any like anime recently either. I'm like not caught up with like Apothecary Diaries or anything like that. I dropped Solo Leveling, bro. Solo Leveling is so boring, guys. I'm sorry. I just like sped through the manhwa instead because that shit is so boring. I'm sorry. It's true. The anime is dog water. The manhwa is not bad. It's okay. Like it's serviceable. But I definitely think it's one of those like, you know, like SAO types. Like I don't want to be like, oh, like Solo Leveling is SAO. But it's got the same like factor. It's one of those like, you know, in the right place at the right time, like lowest common denominator shows, which is like nothing wrong with that. I just like I can't. As somebody who's like seen like, you know, probably a lifetime's worth of anime because I live forever. But someone who does that, I feel like it's I can't sit through it. I was into it for a little bit. I mean, I think it's better off if you read instead like Omniscient Reader's POV. Omniscient Reader's viewpoint is like the better take on that genre. Personal opinion, but you know, what's that worth, guys? It be how it be. Yeah, I haven't caught up with any of that stuff. I've been just watching Doctor Who, guys. I've been literally every single day I like wake up and I'll do my work and I'll do my dailies and I'll do my stream, and then like in bed, you know, I'll play Monster Hunter, I'll do like my Pathfinder game or like my voice acting practice, and then like at 4 a.m. I'll like be in bed, and then I'll watch like one episode of Doctor Who. I'm currently on like season 3 of like the new whatever. Guys, it's a good time, guys. I forgot how good that show was, and like I'm like surprised by how much I've forgotten about that show because it's been like a long time since I watched it. That show came out in 2005, guys. 2005 was 2 decades ago. Dude, some people who were born when Doctor Who came out are adults now, like legally able to drink. Let that sink in. Like it's crazy. It's insane how fucking time works. Am I stupid? Am I dumb? Old gang, yeah, it is. But it's really crazy. And you know what? Actually, watching Doctor Who, and it's specifically David Tennant's Doctor Who, take. With like, you know, his companions, with his like long list of companions, because you know you can't get rid of David Tennant. I think people like that new guy as well, who looks like young Sheldon but old. What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name? Sorry, I gotta Google it. It's like pissing me off that I don't remember his name. Matt Smith. Matt Smith. People like him as well, I think. And Peter Capaldi. But I think David Tennant is like the Doctor. I don't think like anybody will like beat David Tennant out. Dude, Matt Smith looks like young Sheldon but old. Like, that's the best way like, he doesn't look like Sheldon, but he looks like young Sheldon older. That's just the only way you can describe Matt Smith's face. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, watching David Tennant has been like really fun as well. And I think like watching David Tennant's specific Doctor has reminded me, or like has made me realize specifically that Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus is a Time Lord. It's true. It's an unfortunate fact and truth about life. Think about it, dude. David Tennant's a Tom Baker of his era? Yeah, 100%. 100% David Tennant's like the Tom Baker of his era. Tom Baker is like iconic in the original. And I mean, there's like a lot of great Doctors in the original too. But I think Tom Baker, everyone will say like is like one of like the top 1 or 2, and then obviously David Tennant is like top 1 or 2. Like there's a reason David Tennant's come back like 3 times, because he's just the best. He's like the most doctor. And obviously there's like some things to say about like the War Doctor or the Fugitive or whatever, but like those are different people kind of. And when it comes to like mainline Doctors, I think David Tennant is like the one. So that's why he always comes back, dude. For like specials and for like, he even came back to it twice a second time for like regenerating. It's crazy. This guy's insane. But yeah, Miss Frizzle is like a Doctor, is also like a Time Lord. She has like a, you know, she's fucking kind of crazy. She knows like everything about all history and all the time. Like she has a machine, a device that, you know, carries a bunch of people, her companions, across space and time to like on like wacky quests and adventures and shit. And sometimes like she's like the solution, and sometimes like her companions are the solution that figure out how to solve the mystery or whatever. It's literally like the Magic School Bus is literally child Doctor Who. Like it's for children, but it's Doctor Who again. And what is it called? She even has like a chameleon circuit in her TARDIS. Granted, her chameleon circuit is a lizard. But she does have a lizard, aka chameleon circuit. It all comes together, man. It all comes together. I love the old John Pertwee. Yeah, dude. 70s disco. Oh, dude. John Pertwee, when was that one? That's like I mean, it was the 70s at that time. It was the 70s at the time, but like they really leaned into it. Because Tom Baker was also 70s. But like Tom Baker wasn't like as 70s as John was. Granted, you know, I never watched like the original season. Like the first, I don't even know what the first Doctor like he fucking looks like. Because I never watched that far. And I'm pretty sure I can't even watch that far anymore. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can even see those episodes anymore. It might be like lost media. Like who got it? You know, I gotta like find some like fucking like middle-aged man, woman, grandma. Hello, random person from the street that is 65 years old. Do you happen to have season 1 of the original Doctor Who on VHS? I'm pretty sure that's the only way to watch it now. Because I don't think they... Like, we can see the second Doctor and third Doctor, but I don't think anyone has the original, like, first Doctor stuff. It's kind of, like, lost to time for sure. I will say, though, you know, like, thinking about the old Doctor Who, like, a lot of the old Doctors were kind of, like, also forgettable. Not in, like, a terrible way. Just, like... I think, like... No DVD, yeah, there's no DVD remasters for sure. I'm sad about the 9th Doctor, actually. The first Doctor of the remake, Christopher Eccleston, something like that. I'm sad about him, actually, because I actually really liked him as the Doctor. And I think it's sad that he only got 1 season, because I feel like if he got 3 seasons, like, he could have been, like, one of the Doctors of all time. Granted, I think David Tennant and David Tennant's 10th and Rose Tyler had the best synergy across all companions and Doctors ever. I think that's like part of the reason why everyone likes David Tennant so much is because 10th Doctor and Rose Tyler was like the best arc ever. Granted, it was 1 season long. People would say, like, you know, 10th or, like, you know, 14th or 10th with Donna was pretty good too. But I think Rose is, like, the best companion for sure. The most companion. And then, like, you know, plus the most Doctor makes the best season. Season 2, man. The good old G. And plus they had Mickey. I like Mickey a lot too. Rest in peace, man. I mean, he's not dead or nothing, but enjoying the good old days. She was great. Yeah, she was great. I think so. I think a lot of people like wrote Donna recently because, I mean, I think anybody with David Tennant becomes like a really great companion. And then why a lot of the companions like in other seasons are kind of like less memorable. Obviously, Matt Smith's stuff is also kind of memorable as well. But there is a reason you only ever fucking see like a few Doctors get clips. David Tennant was the clip farmer of his time. It's a fact, not fiction. Yeah, let me see. It is. I was gonna say maybe we should play some Monster Hunter. Let me see. I do have a collab tonight. It's Monday. It's Monday, so we have a collab to play. IDV, but that'll happen at 8 o'clock, and I'm not sure if I want to stream IDV today, guys. It might just be like a chill day for me, to recover and shit from jet lag. One of those situations. But hey, guys, let me see. 2-hour piece, 2 hours out done. Not bad at all. Faux shizzle. Sorry, I like watch a lot of media, guys, and It's only a matter of time. I mean, I'm thinking about it for sure, right? It's like when it gets like, if we play Monhunt right now, we'll get like an hour and a half of Monhunt before the collab, because I think Aqua celebrates, what is the current holiday right now? I don't want to say Ramadan and be wrong, but it might be Ramadan. I'm gonna say Ramadan and hope it's right, but there is some fasting involved, and like something about like, you know, witnessing the sun or whatever, and eating at a certain time. So I'm gonna say Ramadan and hopefully I'm right, but yeah, it's gonna be a little late today, obviously, but maybe I'll go through the schedule and stuff for this week, and we'll see. I'll clue you into like how the schedule's running this week, and then we'll be off to the races. So let me see. It is Ramadan, fantastic. You know better than me. I keep up with the news like periodically, and like whatever like involves friends. Like if a friend is involved in it, then I will know. Oh yeah, please, if you guys see Kote in recent days, please wish Kote well as well. My good friend Kote Vaughn has survived a lethal car accident. Good for them. It shouldn't have been as like, you know, as cold as sounding as that, but like I was very happy to see that he was still alive. But yeah, guys, let's see. This week is going to be a little touch and go, and that's why I've made a schedule, because things might change. Actually, I'm glad I didn't post a schedule, because not only did a few plans literally come together today, a few plans got canceled literally yesterday. So if I had posted the schedule yesterday, like half of it would be literally fucking wrong. And that's just the way it is. I think that's just the way like big life works. But this week we have, let's see. Let me see what's on the docket this week. This week we have, I'll probably be streaming like pretty much every day as well. Still ongoing. But there will be IDB tonight on Aqua's channel. And tomorrow I'm going to stream the normal time probably, hopefully, if I can wake up in time. And then at nighttime, we'll probably do a little bit of repo. There's a repo lobby tomorrow. My first repo lobby that I'm hosting with, I believe it's with Mika, Slay, Kappa, Peso Pete, and Ravina. And then I still got to hit up Mabel and a few others for another repo lobby as well. But Wednesday is a normal stream day. Thursday is a normal stream day. Friday is a normal stream day as well with no SOW. There was supposed to be a few collabs actually, but they're moving to another day. So there's another repo lobby with SP, Kaio, Spectre, and Ray. Guys, I'll be honest, guys. These repo lobbies, when I made the tweet for repo, I was like, hey guys, who wants to play repo, right? And I tried to pick as many people as I could that like I've never played with before, and so there's gonna be a lot of people you probably haven't met before, and we'll see how they vibe, right? We'll see how it is, and maybe we'll find some cool people to watch after this as well. But yeah, that's gonna be Repo Group 2, which is not gonna happen this week, probably next week. Next week we'll also have a lobby. The third lobby that I've made for Repo is probably happening next week. It's a group with Froggy. Dude, I'm happy to play with Froggy again because Froggy is so funny. Froggy, Ari, Girl DM, Mouse, and I think maybe Nags, if Nags says yes. And so that's gonna be a cool little group as well. Happy playing with them again, dude. They're so fucking funny. Every single one of those guys is like fucking funny as fuck. What else? Oh, another one with Tyga, Mary, and Apollo, plus some others. Obviously, it's nice that the repo lobbies are like 6 people, so that it's like I can invite 5 people, right? I think it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to pick exactly 4, but with 6 people in a lobby, it's like a little bit more loose. You can play a little bit more loosey-goosey with like, you know, and you can like kind of mix and match a little bit more like liberally. I would say. But also kind of begs the question, like, is it okay to run with 4? I think it's okay to run with 4 as well. But if, when push comes to shove, if you need like 6 or 5 or 6, it's possible. But yeah, I made like 4 lobbies so far. I did all those yesterday. Through madness and suffering. And then there's one more that's going to be appearing as well. With a few others. I still got to get Boone back again. Dude, Boone was fucking funny, bro. I got to get Boone back for something else. Oh, and also, there's one also with Cotton. I'm not sure yet. Currently, it just has Cotton sitting there. But the one with Cotton is like far in the future. So those are all the repos. It's going to be like 2 a week probably. For the foreseeable future. Not too much. I don't want to like overload on repo and then get like, get like burnt out or nothing. But other than that, I think just like a heads up for all the repo incoming. But other than that, like my usual streaming probably won't change. Repo will probably either like be a segment or it'll be a like off hours stream. Because I don't want to get in the way of Monster Hunter, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry, VTubers. Sorry, friends. New friends. Old friends. You're only secondary. I don't know who you are. I don't care how important you think you are. Nothing is more important than Monster Hunter. We can play it together. Oh, also, I need to run back Monster Hunter with the other group as well. With Ruse and Joel and Saikuno. I gotta run that back as well because, like, who knows when Ruse is gonna hit high rank? I logged in yesterday and he was still rank 5. This guy's been busy. He just had his 3D debut yesterday. That man's been cooking something heavy, and he has not had time to play any games. And so, when the time comes, I'll probably still be playing Monster Hunter for the foreseeable future. And also, like, slowly playing Warframe as well. Because we do got Warframe people now, like, watching as well. And then maybe pivot to, like, Slay the Spire 2. Guys, when Slay the Spire 2 comes out, you will not hear the fucking end of it. Every minute it's gonna be like, hey guys, welcome to the stream. Today we're playing Slay the Spire 2. That's all it's gonna be. Forever and ever and ever and ever. When that game comes out, you will not see the end of it. Plus, like, some cool stuff as well. I might try Fragpunk maybe like once or twice. I was gonna play with Christian, but this guy doesn't exist anymore. He's too busy off, like, cooking shit. I've been posting nothing but like pictures of his ribs. I'm like, can you like lock in? Anyway. That's about it for now, for today. Short little chatting stream, plus like, plans for the future, plus plans, kind of like an overview of like the coming month. Because you know how it is. It'd be how it'd be. I gotta visit my parents as well this weekend, probably. Unfortunately. And we'll see how the cookie crumbles, guys. On streaming stuff. So it might be a few days where I'm off to visit fam. But other than that, that's it for today, guys. Cool little chatting piece. And I will see you guys hopefully very, very soon. Hey, good to see you, Fabish Big. It's a short stream today, so we're actually ending very, very soon. We'll send you guys off to somebody. Oh, Lena's online. I forgot. I wanted to pull Lena in for something as well. Fuck me, dude. Fuck me. Why do people exist? Too many nice people, man. It's too many nice people exist. And so here we are. Here we are struggling to say hi to everybody. Let's send you guys over to who we send you guys over to? Hard to say. You know who we haven't seen in a while? We haven't seen Siri in a while. So we will send you guys over to Siri. They are a harpy, Egyptian harpy VTuber. Something like that. I might be wrong, I'll be honest. Sometimes I can't tell what animal people are, guys. Not to be like racist or nothing. Just everyone and their mother got wings and shit. And like horns. And stupid hair. And a compression shirt. And a titty window. And fur on their fucking shoulders. And armor. And eyes. Anyway, guys, say hello to Siri for me. Hopefully you guys enjoy their stream. They're playing Monster Hunter, I think. Appreciate you. Sounds familiar. No, not at all. All right. I will see you guys soon. AKA tomorrow. All right. Peace. Peace. I'll see you guys. No, Billy, don't worry. I'll see you tomorrow, Billy. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll see each other tomorrow. Thank you for the stream, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. See you guys next time. Peace. Peace. Late.